Have you ever searched for your child and suddenly realized they were nowhere to be found? It was after midnight. My 10-year-old son wasn't in his room. I searched the entire compound. Then, I saw something that made my blood run cold. I should have ignored the strange sound outside my window at 2 a.m. Instead, I grabbed my phone to record it. The moment I pointed my camera outside, the white figure turned and walked back toward my window. At exactly 11 p.m., something stepped out of my wall. Not beside it. Not behind it. Out of it. A giant white figure slowly emerged and stared directly at me. I couldn't move. When I finally ran for my door, it wouldn't open. What happened next still terrifies me.
Have you ever heard something whispering under your bed at night? Me and my neighbors were searching my room after strange things started happening. Then suddenly, we heard whispering. Very soft, very low, coming from under my bed. Nobody moved. Then clearly, we heard? He brought me home. The bed started shaking violently. Boom, boom, boom. Then a pale hand slowly reached out from underneath. And what crawled out next looked almost exactly like me. Would you check under the bed? Have you ever taken a road people warned you never to use? Everyone feared this road. They said late at night, voices come from the abandoned house at the V junction. I thought it was superstition, until my GPS redirected me there. Past midnight. The moment my car entered that road, my radio died. Static. Then silence. Then suddenly, a child whispered through my speakers, "Turn back, before it sees you." I looked ahead, and the house lights came on. Would you keep driving?
It was 2 a.m. when I heard what sounded like a tap running inside my closet. I grabbed my phone and went to check. The sound got louder as I got closer. Then, suddenly, it stopped. I opened the closet. Nobody was there, but my camera captured something else.
Jesus.
Have you ever seen someone become terrified without saying a single word? What would you do if your child looked outside, then ran back into the house in complete panic? Because that's exactly what happened to me, and what I saw next still keeps me awake at night. It was a quiet evening. I was at home finishing work on my company spreadsheet. Only my 11-year-old son and our dog, Jimmy, were with me. Everything felt normal. Then, I heard a strange sound far in the distance. I ignored it. A few seconds later, Jimmy started barking. Not his usual bark. This one was loud, like he was warning us. Then the sound came again. Closer. Would you have ignored it? The strange sound kept repeating. Each time, it was closer than before. Then, suddenly, I heard our front gate open. The moment it opened, Jimmy stopped barking. Completely. The silence that followed was worse than the barking. I looked at my son and said, "Go and see who's at the gate." He walked toward the window, looked outside. Then everything changed. Would you have looked too? My son ran. The moment my son looked outside, his face changed. Every bit of color disappeared. His eyes became wide with fear. He didn't say a word. He turned and sprinted past me as fast as he could. I'd never seen him that frightened before. I knew something was terribly wrong. So I rushed to the window. Then I made the biggest mistake of my life. Would you have opened the door? I opened the front door and looked toward the gate. The moment I saw it, my entire body froze. I couldn't move. I couldn't speak. I can't explain what it was. All I know is, it shouldn't have been there. Its shape, its movement, and the strange sound it made didn't make sense. Then it slowly turned toward me. Would you run? We forgot the door. Instinct took over. I slammed the door behind me and ran back into the house. Only later did I realize I hadn't locked the front door. My heart was pounding. My son was shaking. Jimmy hid under the table without making a sound. Then, that strange noise came again. This time, right outside our front door. We stood completely still, not daring to breathe. Minutes felt like hours. Then, the sound slowly faded away. We survived. But I still don't know what came to our gate that night. Would you ever open that door again? If you think that's where the story ends, you're wrong. Because the next morning, we found something near the gate that none of us could explain. If you want to hear part 2, subscribe to Mr SHADOWPULSE and become a shadow listener. And tell me in the comments, what do you think my son saw before I did?